what is going on here? This is the Sexy Spartan. I just messed up my intro. What is going on? This is the Sexy Spartan here, and the Sexy Spartan Gaming, because this will be uploaded to my other channel, which I will link in the description. Now, this is a tutorial on how to do, I'm gonna try to make a series out of this. It's, Project M tutorials. So as you see, I got my folder here, and the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is textures. This episode, video, whatever, this is textures. This is how you like, basically make your own skins. So, how's about we get started, yeah? Alright, so as you can see here, I have, okay, for those of you that don't know, like, anything about PM modding, these are your character files, okay? So you come into here and you got your model data. So that's the character model right there. That is what you're using to fight with and whatnot, okay? So what I'm teaching you to do is to, well, let's say, I don't know, make his boots black. Of something of the sort, like that, okay? So, I guess we can get started then. So, the first thing you want to do, if you want to change this, not the shape, but the color scheme, so another skin, you want to come into Texture Data 0, Textures, and these are all the textures. So, that's everything you will need right here. A bunch of pictures. I'm not joking. That's all you will need. In fact, for Fox, actually, I just realized all of his stuff is right in this one. Like, unless you want to change his fur and whatnot, but I find it doesn't work very well. So with it's 64 Fox gear. That's for Fox. Just look for the parts in the textures that you want to find. Like, that was a terrible description. Here, pull up my Project M stuff. There's a lot of stuff I have here. Let's just go into a build. Yeah, sure, that's my trusty build, I guess. And let's say, do someone different. Someone that you gotta go to a bunch of different things. You know what, let's go Roy. Because look at all of these. He's a completely new character in the game. He was not in Brawl, so that's your normal Roy. So you go into the textures, and he has a bunch of, like, so that's like his cape, I think, and there's different areas. But for Fox, he only has one of them. That's just for all of his clothing and gear. Or just clothing, yeah. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is with this texture, you want to right click it and export. And I just do desktop. If you plan on keeping these, do not do desktop unless you make a file, because you're just putting pictures on your desktop. At least that's what I'm doing. So you just save it to the desktop, and there it is right there. Right? So just minimize that for now, I guess, because you're going to need it later. Now, if you have Photoshop on your computer, it'll work better, I imagine. I've never done it with Photoshop because I don't have it, but I have Paint.net. Now, you can get this on your computer for free. Just, actually, I'll show you guys. I'll probably put a timestamp or something to skip after this part. So, Paint.net. Just Paint.net download. Come over here. Yeah, and it's this. So you just click download there and do whatever it tells you to do. And it's basically just free Photoshop. Not as good, obviously, but it it does the job. It'll probably take a while to load up, though. Well, I mean, no, it won't. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh. Huh. Not right now. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Right-click your picture that you took, open with Paint.net, or choose a default program if you... Don't choose a default program. Okay. So this is all of Fox's gear. So, if we look at this, and we go to Fox, okay? We'll make that half the screen, we'll make that half the screen. So look at Fox here, okay? The green right there, that's his pants, okay? And then we got his jacket, his scarf right here, gloves, I think. So yeah, just a bunch of Fox stuff. So, what I like to do, because purple is my favorite color. Alright, no, I won't do that. But, so what you want to do really is just take the paint bucket, if you want. You know what, yeah, we'll do black for that. And it's not gonna, okay. So, obviously since you're new, see, I'm pretty new at this, but like, all these like details, the lines and everything, those aren't gonna stay. You can probably put them in after. Like, I'd imagine that's possible, very possible. But for now, oh, see if it does that, come over here, okay, to tolerance, and that's 50%, and you just drag. You can drag it around. You can, you know, 100% is like the full thing. But I like to keep it around 20. Because it seems to work at 20 without like... And if it's only doing small things, then just... Boop. 34. Boop. Boop. Ah, that's not good. So just something like that, just turn down your tolerance. And if that doesn't work, if you have to go all the way down to like 0, then don't do that. Just undo it, because... Oh, undo it like twice. Because the first time you undo it, it'll put the tolerance back to normal. Back to where it was when you first did it. Just keep that in mind. A 15 isn't enough, but like 30 is probably too much. Just turn down the tolerance there. And just do this, because yeah, it can take up time and a lot of, oh my god, okay. And it can take up a lot of time, but it's okay. Because the finished product usually looks pretty cool. At least for me. Now, if you don't get it on your first time, don't be upset, because it can take a little bit to get a hand of. Personally, it didn't take me too long to get a grasp of. Oh god. But, you know, it's different people go at different paces. Well, let's just do that. Alright. And so as you can see, this is, I believe this right here is his gun holster, and that's the belt right there. Okay. I don't... Whoa, he has a name tag. That's cool. So yeah, that belt thing right there, that's this. So let's just keep that same color. For now. We can go back to it. Alright, so we got that. That's on his belt. And so that's right there. color do we want to make that? Let's make it gold. Alright. Oh, no. God, no. Undo, undo. I forgot. Okay, so don't be afraid. Okay, don't switch your color until you... This is hard to explain. Okay, so you click there, right? And that's black. You don't want it black, you want it gold. Then change it to gold. That's gold enough. You could probably up the tolerance so it's the entire thing. That's good enough. And then over there, you can lower the tolerance, right? But here's the thing about that. See, now you bring up your color wheel and you want to make it darker. Because obviously, that's a different shade there. So you'll just turn down the color a bit. That was a bad way of explaining it. So in the colors, it'll be like this. To click more, V, that's like darkness. You can have it like black or like Shrek or whatever. Oh, damn. I didn't find it. Whatever. But yeah, that's the darkness. This is the lightness. And this is the opacity, aka the what do I want to say? Like how full it is, I guess. How see-through it is. There we go. Oh, no, too far. Okay. So now you've got that. Let's just... Oh, God. Okay. Alright. So, you know what? Yeah, sure. Alright, so after you've done that. Alright, so what do we want to do next? How about... Okay, this here is the jacket, I think. But anyways. So... Alright, right now we'll just... Actually, we'll keep this scarf how it is. I like the scarf. So, let's move on to the jacket. We're going to lower that tolerance. And obviously, we're not going to make that gold. Because that's just kind of going to look weird. Me, I love purple. So very dearly. I'm going to make it like a nice dark purple. Just like that. Just like that. And once again, just all over. If it's not doing the trick for you. If it's only doing like a little bit in an area and you don't like that, just bump up the tolerance. Or put the tolerance down more if it's too big splurges of color, like it's too big. And see, clicking on the general area that you've already colored, so like right here, that'll fill it in more, but that'll also extend it at the sides. I don't like that. I personally prefer not to do that. But sometimes I'm just really in a hurry, so just click all over. It only extends the sides and the top and the bottom a little bit, but it still does, and it kind of annoys me. And then down here as well. See, now I suggest doing this with Fox and following along so you kind of understand it, like as you're going along. Or if you... Oh, shut up, phone. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So... Alright, so you've got what seems to be the jacket. Wait. Did I miss anything? Okay, hold up. Right here seems to be the belt there. Squeak. Should we do anything for boots? No, I think this should be good. What goes good with gold? I think red goes good with gold. Alright, so... Oof. It's a little too bright. Alright. Let's put the red to there. And... do that. And bump up the tolerance a little bit. Oh, no, that's bad. Alright. So, I think we can just leave it at that. So, you just want to save it. And that will overwrite the texture that you had up here. And you can just exit out of there. Or you can not if you just don't know if you'll like it or whatever. And come down to that. And then replace. I'm already where it is. And this. So the texture has been replaced. So let's see the outcome. Bam. See now if I was paying a bit more attention to the other things. So let's just edit that a little bit. See, good for you if you didn't close it down. Alright. So this other fabric looking stuff is also the jacket. Yeah. So we get the paint bucket and we just actually I'm pretty sure that was just it. Yeah. Oh, not that much. And then I believe these are the gloves. I want to say those are gloves. So how about we do different colored gloves? Not purple, but how about green? Just make it wacky. Now just remember, this probably is going to look really weird. But that's okay, because I'm just showing you guys how to do this. That is also part of the glove, I think. Let's just get all of that. Oh, not that much green. Okay, there we go. That is good. What else do we need? What? Yeah, let's do the boots. I feel like these are the boots right here, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So let's just save it and go along. Just minimize it this time. Then come back down to here. Replace. Okay. And bam. Now this looks interesting because his thumbs aren't green. Still looks pretty cool so far. Oh, now we got the purple boots too. Kind of. It's started. So let's just finish it up, I suppose. Let's make everything. Oh. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay, so that's green. I believe. Oh, that's too much. I believe that is the. Not 100% sure though. We'll just have to see. just don't do that quite yet. Wait for me to clarify it, I guess. This takes a lot of trial and error. Unless you're just, yeah, observant, I guess. No, I'm curious as to what that made green. Oh, the bottom of his shoes. That looks really weird. Bottom of shoes can be black. Okay. Sorry for that big beeping in the background, guys. Stupid fire alarm. Black. Okay. I'm gonna lower that tolerance. Okay, so that does not want to work. So if it does something like that, just take the paintbrush to it. Okay, so that's the bottom of his feet. I'm gonna go back to the paint bucket. The black boots look good. Oh, purple. I've already got them purple. Let's do purple. Alright. Actually, now for that, we can just go back. And then color picker. Boop. Paint bucket. Bam. Oh yeah, it's just all of that purple. Because purple is the best color. Okay. So, that should be purple. Not exactly sure what that is. It's probably still part of the boot. Okay. So now, okay. Nope. Nope. Alright, so. After that, we are left with this. Which I believe is the thumb part of the glove. Ooh, oh, I forgot about that. So if you really want to, you see this little dot here? You can drag that around and it will make whatever area you've put it on that color, which I think is pretty cool, especially for doing like this kind of stuff. So you can make that, the other part over here and in there and in there, a shade or two darker, you know? But anyways, we're just gonna keep that there. I think that. Alright, so, save that. Oh, don't do that. This, because this fox looks actually pretty cool so far. No, don't export it. Replace it. So we'll just back that up a little bit. Let's try this. So we save. You guys know the drill. Just rinse and repeat. Okay. Okay, so it seems that somewhere in the purple we do have a thumb, which is good. I'm quite curious as to where I put the green. Oh, okay. So it's, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. We gotta get these purple thumb. So, whoa. Okay. This is gonna suck. You know what? I like it like that. So, yeah. How about not that? Let's go color picker, that red again, paint bucket, bam. What is still gray? Oh. What? And which one do you make? Purple. Oh, bag. Color picker, paint bucket, just fill the rest of that in with purple or whatever color you want to use. Doesn't matter what color, you just can see the outcome with what I've done here on the video. Alright, so no. So save. Replace. And ooh. Nice shiny purple. Palmer shoes are blue. I guess that looks okay. Okay then. So there you have it, guys. So this is your character model that you can play with in game, and it doesn't like bug out or anything. Don't worry. This is how they do it, except I'm obviously not the greatest at it. Oh, okay, so that's his gun holster. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's do that, because I'm sure we have time. Alright, so that is done and over with. Thank gosh. Now we're gonna quickly do something with his gun holster, because that's gonna be pretty cool. Okay. We're doing some pretty cool stuff. I think that we should just. I think it should be. Well, let's get wacky and make it like blue. That'll be cool. It's gonna lower the tolerance if that happens. There we go. Less tolerance. Upper the tolerance. I want to try to make it around the Star Fox logo because that's, you know. You know what? Screw it. Okay, so you can actually do like a, yeah, whatever. We'll just do this. Do that. And then quickly no black Star Fox logo PNG. Okay, so that, there we go, perfect. Save image as, and like desktop, Star Fox symbol, whatever. Make that smaller. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna need it. Okay, so it's right there. Put new paint on that. Okay, so we got that. We'll just cut. And paste. Alright. Paint bucket. Blue all around that. Selected pixels. Ooh, well, that's not good. Okay, hold up. Undo, 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 undo. No, I'll redo. There we go. And just finish. Paint bucket. More blue. Rectangle select and you click off so that it like stops whatever it's doing. And then you just continue on with the process of making his holster. Okay, so we back that up a little bit because and then you know what? I'm just gonna take a paintbrush to it. I'm gonna go like 10. A decent sized paintbrush. And just get all the lines. Oh. Try not to make any errors, so like click off after a little bit of drawing because every time you let go of the mouse part, thing, like unclick, I guess. And that's kind of like a checkpoint. Think of it that way. Because if you do it all with one stroke of the brush tool, then you can, like, if you do one mess up and then click undo, you have to redo the entire thing, and that's not fun. I've done it a lot. Alright, so I believe that this is done. So let's just save, and we'll go to this, holster, replace, like that. Okay, and bam, that looks pretty cool. Now when you're done with it, you can just put this into your game. And so yeah, so I showed you guys coloring, and you know, not even thinking about it, I showed you how to input like pictures. That's pretty good. So when you're done with all of it, you can keep it or put it in a file or just delete it. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so oh no, don't save that. Don't save. So with all of that, this should be what turned out if you did what I did. In which case it's pretty interesting looking. So, and after this you can mess around with whatever you want. You can, like, I don't know, from the white of his tail make it like black or something like that. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you. And oh, just a quick little thing. Let's go Project M stuff. So just go to your PM build. If you want this in your Project M, you go to your build, you go Project M, PF, Fighter, and in this case it's Fox. So I'll click on the Fox file, and these are all the skins. So, you know, like, whatever one you want to replace, it really doesn't matter. Note that make it a PCS file, not a PAC file. PAC is for single player, whereas PCS is for, like, you know, like normal Smash Bros stuff. So like when you go into the versus mode, PAC is basically for like events and like arcade mode, whereas this is just like PCS is for, yeah, what most people do with Smash. So what you want to do, you just delete the costume you dislike the most, and then you just insert this file here. So you just X, make sure to save the changes, obviously. And so let's replace, yeah, that one's pretty bad. Oh crap. Okay, so this one, Fox 1 PC. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? We're back. Oh, undo. Is there an undo button? That's not good. Rest in peace. Okay, so delete that. And then this is in here, I believe. Yep. Just make sure it's all good. Yes, it is. Don't forget to rename it. So that was 01. You just plop that in there. Look at that. And if you want it for single player stuff as well, you delete the PAC file and then you can just copy and paste, and then rename it .pac. It'll warn you that it might do something to the file by changing the name, or like the extension, so PAC, PCS, .png, whatever. But it won't do anything. This is just to make it compatible with arcade mode and stuff like that. So, or classic. Why do I keep saying arcade? Alright guys, well, yeah. This is just all for modding PM, and I will make more of these soon, so thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day. See ya.